We're back, and this is live at the Center for Performing Arts at Rhinebeck, the community's preeminent place for music, dance, theater, jazz, performance art, whatever you want to see. Workshops, classes, family shows, children's theories. We have it all, right, Kevin? My associate, my minion, Kevin Archambault, Prince Kevin, is sitting out in the audience. He will join us later in the show. So this month, just so you don't think that it's all singing, dancing all the time, we actually have one of this decade's, because this play is written in what, 2010?
2009.
2009, so I'm a couple of years behind. A play by a fellow named Bill Kane, and it's called Equivocation. And it is quite a masterpiece, if I may say. It's one of the best written plays I've ever read. And my guest, Kenneth Dreyfak, down at the far end, who's our chief public relations / producing / media guy. And in the center is Ellen Honig, who is the director of this play. And Ellen, how long have I known you now? Like 21,
Since
22
like
years?
1998.
No,
like
before that.
95.
93, I think.
93.
And yep, she's the director of this play. She chose the play, and sitting immediately to my right is Harrison Foreman, otherwise known as Harry Foreman, who is in the play. So Equivocation, this opens on Friday, October the 3rd. It plays for 2 weekends only, with a special add-on, a Thursday show on October the 9th. So it's Friday, Saturdays, 8 p.m., Sunday matinee, 3 p.m., and this is a unique opportunity. This is an experiment we're all very excited about. It's pay what you will, huh? It means that you do exactly that. You give us $20, $100, $1,000 per ticket, and you can get to see this show, all right? So it shouldn't deter you. If you say, man, I can't go to the theater, $27, $26, well, maybe you can only afford $12.50. We'll take it. So let's talk about this play. So Ellen, Equivocation, tell us what the play is about, and why did you pick this play? Because when you called me up and said you were doing it, I'd never heard of it.
Well, I saw the play in New York in 2010 at the Manhattan Theater Club, and I was just thrilled, and I fell in love with it. I picked the play because it's very theatrical. It's dramatic, it's funny, it's fast-moving, it's fast-talking, it's magical. It's a beautiful piece of theater, and I thought, I have to do this. Just have to do this.
Now, it's 29 characters.
It's 6 actors playing 29 roles, except for Shakespeare, who Lou is playing, and we call him Shakespeare, and his daughter Judith. The other 4 actors are in the Shakespeare's acting company, and they play all the roles. Harry is one of them. He's the young, brilliant actor Sharp.
Typecast.
Yeah. And that's right.
That's right. It's true. That's why she cast you.
Sharp is brilliant young actor and handsome and tall, and he's perfect for it. So it's a play that is written as if it were the 17th century, but it's very contemporary and very contemporary issues. So it's a fascinating play, and I think
the basic plot is what? I mean, what's the?
It's about the gunpowder plot, Guy Fawkes Day in England, and the idea that politicians will lie, do anything to create the atmosphere that they need in order to, get their own ends, in order to make a land grab or to grab some money or increase their wealth. So. This play involves King James of Scotland, King James I, and Robert Cecil, and these are real historical characters. Throughout the play, there are numerous historical characters that get played, but you can relate them to various contemporary politicians today and various issues that we have today. Various things like weapons of mass destruction. Bill Kane said when he after 9/11, this play started percolating in his mind, and he thought about weapons of mass destruction. And then a couple of years later, he was in London at the Tower of London, and he saw a sign up on the wall that said, in the tower that said, "No person was ever persecuted here for religious reasons. There was no torture at the Tower of London." And he said, "Wow," And then this whole play started filling him, and he wrote it. And it's very funny, it's very dramatic, it's very fast-moving, it's brilliantly written, very fast-talking. It's just fantastic play. Yeah.
Ken, you're a writer, and the conceit of this play, one of the things that happens in the play, and you can elaborate on it, is that Robert Cecil and King James want to spin the story of the gunpowder plot, and they hire William Shakespeare to write the story. So the relevancy today, spin doctors, politicians, I mean, Ellen has talked about what Bill Kane intended and why she likes the play. What attracts you to this story?
Well, this use of the gunpowder plot and the story of Guy Fawkes, which is one of the bases of English history and English culture even today. People still celebrate Guy Fawkes Day in England by setting bonfires and burning effigies of Guy Fawkes. Guy Fawkes, of course, was, I guess, maybe the most famous suicide bomber in English history, and maybe in all history. The idea was that he had hidden underneath the Parliament building, underneath the House of Lords, and was intending to blow it up. And blow himself up at the same time, by the way, which is a unfortunately very contemporary concept of an event in any case. And then he was discovered thanks to an anonymous letter. And he was arrested, and a whole bunch of co-conspirators were arrested, and they were tortured. And surprise, surprise, they confessed. Well, obviously, there are connections to the events following 9/11 and the War on Terror. And there are issues here that we are still dealing with very much today in today's news, on the television last night. But I think one of the interesting things about the play is that it occurs on all these different levels. There is that kind of contemporary political level. There's also a level dealing with history and this plot, which is one of the foundations of English culture. And the play really poses the question, did this actually happen? The conclusion I think we can draw is that it certainly didn't happen the way we've been told it happened. That seems clear. Even if the exact details of what, if anything, actually did happen remain cloudy. And then there's a whole other layer dealing with Shakespeare and Macbeth, and relating Macbeth to Guy Fawkes, because the Guy Fawkes and gunpowder plot occurred at just about the time Shakespeare was writing Macbeth.
And the interesting thing in the play, and Harry, you can talk about this, Harry gets to play in this production. He's Sharp, the actor in the acting company, but he also plays one of the conspirators, a fellow by the name of Tom Winter. He also plays King James the Sixth of Scotland, James the First of England. He also plays Macduff in the production of Macbeth that Shakespeare eventually winds up writing. And other things going on in the play. There's a lot to do. Shakespeare, this is after Shakespeare has written all the great plays. Yes, he's got Macbeth percolating at about this time, but he's over Henry V and Henry VI and Richard III and Richard II and A Midsummer Night's Dream and Romeo and Juliet, Taming of the Shrew, Julius Caesar, Othello. All those plays are gone. He's only got 4 great plays left in him. after the conclusion of this play, and only one of them we actually do, and that's The Tempest. The other three are hardly ever done. Cymbeline, Pericles, Prince of Tyr, Widder's Tale. We hardly do those plays. But Harry, so you get to play all these roles. So what's the challenge for you?
Well, I guess the challenge, as an actor, like acting in this sort of production, I like to be able to kind of like immerse myself in a character, and that it's not, I'm not going to say it's easy, but it's doable when you are playing one character.
Right, but you're going in and out, and not only are you playing these three major characters, you're also playing anonymous and assorted guards,
Yeah.
torturers,
I just
whomever.
want to go back to something that was said before. On the poster for this show, it says 6 actors play 29 different characters, but in reality, it's 4 actors playing 27 different
That's right.
characters.
That's right.
So it's like almost even more absurd in that aspect. So for this particular play, going in and out of so many different characters and so many different scenes, the challenge has been trying to stay in a moment as a character in a
Right.
scene.
That's always the hardest thing.
It's the hardest thing in the world, even if you're not playing multiple characters.
Yeah.
But since we don't have these, since we don't get to have these like insane, like great connections with these characters because we have to switch in and out so often and so frequently, it's almost twice as hard to be able to keep a scene.
Yeah.
As
And
true
a
as
lot of the
possible.
scenes they lied. I mean, there we are, we're saying a line at the end of Act 1, Scene 6, and then Act 1, Scene 7, we're picking up by repeating that line,
Yeah.
but we're in a different place, and suddenly you're getting up and you're somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like real fast,
It
fast.
relies for the sake of the audience I feel relies on the actors to understand the transitions from scene to scene.
Yeah.
And that's just it's difficult, but it's also just one of the most
So,
fun
Ellen,
aspects.
I mean, you've directed 111 million shows here at the Center for Performing Arts, some of which I've been in, some of which I've actually been her stage manager or co-produced, or we have a long history. So this is kind of I think the only play that this is similar to that I can remember that you did here would be Substance of Fire.
Right.
But other things that you've done, Little Night Music, 1776, Gypsy, plays like that, you used to do all the big musicals. So your challenges here, what is this something new for you? You confronting something like, I've never done this before, how am I going to do it?
I know every play I start with, I feel like I've just begun in the business. I've never thought about a play before, and it's like a great adventure to solve the problems of the play as for me, and to help the actors find their way through the play, and to think about all the ideas of the play. It's the same for Little Night Music as it is for Substance of Fire, which was a very complex play as well, and Heartbreak House, which was an overwhelming, tremendously brilliant dialogue kind of play. So every play presents its challenges, and it's just fun to meet the challenges of
Who else is
whatever
in the
it is.
cast? I mean, here's Harry. He's playing all the roles. He's playing like everybody. I'm playing but one role. I step in as a witch at one moment, but only for a couple of lines. Who else
We
is
got
in
Michael
the show?
Joswiak.
Michael Joswiak.
Playing Robert Cecil and other things, and we have Michael Fraunhofer playing Richard Burbage, and Henry Garnett, and other roles. We have Molly Feibel playing Judith, the daughter of Shakespeare. A very interesting character, Judith, I think, and the only female in the play.
And Jared.
And we have Jeremy, who is just
Jeremy Rattel.
He's so much fun. Jeremy Rattel.
Who was in Julius Caesar a couple of years back, and he was in Cuckoo's Nest. And what else has he been in? Are those the only two things?
He was in 1776.
1776.
Yeah. Huh?
He was in White Christmas as well.
He's done a lot.
Yeah,
He's a real fun actor to
He
work
is.
with. You know, so.
he is. So again, this is Equivocation by Bill Kane. It's all about William Shakespeare as the spin doctor for the gunpowder plot. working on behalf of the Crown. I call him Agent 007. That's the way I'm playing. My name is Bond, James Bond. And Equivocation opens on October the 3rd here at the Center for Performing Arts. October 3rd through 12th, Fridays and Saturdays, 8 p.m. A special Thursday performance on October the 9th, also 8 p.m. Sunday matinees are at 3 p.m. And it's a pay what you will. So that's kind of unusual. Get that into your brain. Or pay what you will. What does that mean? $1, $5, $10? It is exactly that. Whatever you wish to pay. And you can actually make a reservation by calling us at 845-876-3080. You talk to the lovely Eileen Contrini. You can do that Tuesday through Friday between the hours of noon and 5, or Saturday between 1 and 5. Always online, 24 hours a day. centerforperformingarts.org. Also, Ken has put together some wonderful videos, and they're on YouTube, and they're on your website. How do I access that? I want to see an interview with Michael or Ellen, or I want to see photos. Where are all the places I can go?
Well, you can go to Facebook, look at the Rhinebeck Theater Society Facebook page. You can go to our website, that's rhinebecktheatersociety.com. Those would probably be the two easiest ways to see all the materials we put online.
And rhinebecktheatersociety.com has in-depth material about the play. Lots and lots of photos and videos and stories about Bill Kane, his bio, who he is. He's quite a talented writer and worked on House of Cards and other television shows. He's a very successful writer, actually, and has written other plays that have done very well. So you can learn more about him.
Harry, how long have you been around the Center for Performing Arts? I mean, it seems like... Harry, I have to tell you, we did A Christmas Carol for many, many years, for 10 years in a row. And you were my second Tiny Tim. You were 10 years old at the time, and he was only about, well, I'm going to stand up. He came up to here on me. Wait, there you go with the camera. Harry came up to here on me. Now stand up, Harry. I used to carry Harry on my back, and not anymore. Sit down, Harry. You're scaring me. So, that was a long time ago. Your dad was Bob Cratchit in that production.
Yeah.
And you were Tiny.
It was Tiny Tim.
And what else were you in? You were in a couple other things.
I started doing theater here probably back in 2001, so it's been quite... I started with the Cocoon Theater summer camps,
right,
doing theater here, and then it turned into doing Carousel, just being in the ensemble in Carousel.
You were in Carousel?
I was in Carousel.
He was in Carousel.
If you see the pictures outside, you'll see a kid wearing a young little golfer
Ellen
hat.
directed that.
No, I didn't do that for the Rhinebeck Theater Society, did I? No, that was Andy.
He did Carousel?
Yeah, I did Carousel for another company.
Wow. And Ken, what brings you to the theater? Because you
We
don't
don't talk
have a
about
theatrical background.
In a word, Ellen. Ellen and I are partners. I've always been interested in the theater, never participated in the theater. But I have worked a lot in promotion and public relations, so I brought that knowledge to support this play because I'm excited by it. I think it's something that's fresh and different, and the whole pay what you will thing is in part designed for this play, or maybe this play fits that very well, because we think we can bring in people who don't normally go to the theater, people who see the theater as a kind of a staid, old thing for older people and richer people, and Equivocation is not that kind of a play at all. It's really lively and funny, and I think it's a young person's play.
I think so too. It's got some of the richest language in the world. Pay what you will. This is interesting because the alternate title of Shakespeare's As You Like It is What You Will. And here we go. That's what we're doing. So again, Equivocation, October 3rd through October 12th here at the Center for Performing Arts. And Thursday, October the 9th and other Friday and Saturday performances 8 p.m., Sunday matinee 3 p.m. Call us 845-876-3080. Online 24 hours a day, centerforperformingarts.org. You'll have a great time. You will be thrilled. You'll be delighted. This is real candy for the ear. It's some of the best language I've ever spoken, and I think you'll have a great experience. So thanks to my guests, and we will be back. And we're back. And don't forget, Equivocation, October 3rd through 12th here at the Center for Performing Arts, Friday, Saturday, 8 p.m. Special show on October 9th, also 8 p.m. Sundays, 3 p.m. 876-3080. Phone us for tickets. Centerforperformingarts.org. Online, 24 hours a day. And sitting with me, you've seen him so many times.
I'm very
on
tired
the
of this
They're
face.
kidding. No, nobody's ever get tired of you. This Prince Kevin Archambault, the
Prince.
director of Prince, the director of public relations here at the Center for Performing Arts. He's also director extraordinaire. Just finished doing the magnificent Les Miserables here that ran for 5 weeks at the center and made $111 million. That's my favorite word today, $111 million.
I only wish.
He only wishes. So Kevin is doing lots of things in the month of October. And primarily what's happening with Kevin in the month of October, you're directing Peter Pan. There's the Peter Pan poster. Here's the Equivocation poster. I didn't hold it up before, but there it is. Peter Pan. So
Yeah.
that opens on October 9th, and he will be back in the month of
October
November.
24th.
October 24th. Sorry, it runs to November 9th. And he'll be back in for the November show, and we'll actually have a number or two from the show, some of your
Absolutely.
performers. So this is quite a coup, Peter Pan. And people are flying
People are flying, absolutely.
Aye,
Up in the air we go,
good night.
flying by Foy.
by the Foys. We hired the Foys. They are the firm.
They are.
Yeah. So who's in this play?
Carrie Dotson is playing Peter Pan.
A woman.
A woman.
Yeah.
Exactly. Mickey Lynch.
Continuing the tradition.
Continuing the tradition, that's right. Mickey Lynch is playing Wendy. Ethan Martin is playing Michael. And Jesse Fountain is playing John, Little John Darling. And Risa Patron is playing Tiger Lily. And Jim Closty is playing our Captain Hook.
Captain Hook. Jim,
Yeah.
who's been in a lot of Ellen shows.
Yeah.
Little Night Music.
He was brilliant in that.
Brilliant in
Oh,
that.
so good.
Caesar and Caesar and Cleopatra. Thomas More and A Man for All Seasons. He's going to be great.
Maybe we've used him too much.
I think so.
You've lost the
Jim,
role. I'm so
you're
sorry, Jim.
fired.
You're fired.
End of story. So that opens on October 24, runs through November the 9th, and that is a Friday and Saturday, 8 p.m., Sunday at 3 p.m. But we've added 2 special Saturday matinees. And we've lowered the ticket price on the Saturday matinee.
Yeah.
We encourage families.
Big family
please,
shows.
This is Grandma, Grandpa, because Grandma and
Aunts,
Grandpa
uncles.
are probably my age, right? I won't tell you how old I am, but I am. You know, I'm 11 years old. And I saw both live broadcasts on NBC with Mary Martin. I guess one was 1959. No, earlier. There was one earlier than that. There was one in 55. And
Okay.
the story was they lost the kinescope.
Right.
They had to do it yet again. I remember the very first one. I was
Wow.
sitting in my jammies.
The Ice Age.
And if you want Tinkerbell to live, clap your hands, all you boys and girls.
Did you clap?
I did.
Well, we will be clapping out here as well.
I did. So Grandma, Grandpa, who are my age, Mom and Dad, who
Absolutely.
are his age, and all the little kids. Tom, come on.
I
now.
know,
You
I know.
know,
I am. I'm that age.
Time is relentless. It just goes on.
Ticks on.
Yep. So that's Peter Pan, big show. Then also October 17th through 19th, in between Equivocation and Peter Pan, the world-renowned Eric Hawkins Dance Company,
Yeah.
under the direction of Catherine Duke, will be here at the center. Again, Fridays and Saturdays, 8 p.m., Sundays at 3. But something special, they're doing an entire week of workshops.
Workshops downstairs in our
Monday through
studios.
Friday.
Yeah.
Well, some of them may be here, and some of them may be at
On their side.
Leanne's studio,
The DM.
which is the Danby Project in Red Hook.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting. Leanne was just here last month doing the thing about artsy. So we're excited to have her back. So
Yeah.
this is a jam-packed and kind of serious month, actually. Equivocation, Eric Hawkins, Peter Pan?
Well, Peter Pan goes back up the
Peter
family-friendly
Pan.
way.
We're into the family-friendly thing, Peter Pan. But Kevin and I are also involved in all sorts of other things here.
We had to
My
bring our
God, we have
brochures.
to look at the
We have to
brochure
look.
because we're doing too damn much. All right, so we are teaching, I understand.
We are.
What are we teaching? We're teaching.
Auditioning for theater.
Where is that on this brochure? Oh, there it is.
Fall workshop programs.
Fall
You should have just gotten this in the mail,
We should
by
have
the
looked
way.
at this before. Auditioning for the theater. This is
Yeah.
going to be team taught. This is Saturday mornings, 4 Saturdays,
4 Saturdays.
September the 27th through October the 18th. He's the master of how to present a song.
He's my minion.
I'm his. No, I'm not. I'm not singing. No. And how to learn the steps.
Yeah.
You know, you're presented like, "Hi, I'm going to give you 12 seconds of a dance routine. You're going to learn it, and you're going to show me." So you're going to do that.
I am.
And then I'm going to do how to do a cold reading.
Yeah.
How to take that little script and go off to the side for a couple of minutes and really
Create
know
something
what
new.
to create something new with it. How to interact with somebody you've never acted with before, probably in an audition, and how to look your best. What to say, what not to say. So our experience in this is we have none.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we have no experience.
We're
All right,
making
so
it-
he was in the theater for a very long time, professional theater. So was I, and so we did a lot of auditioning for a lot of big people, and some of them are like really scary. And this is for whom now? So who are we teaching when we do this?
Mostly anybody.
Anybody can do
No,
it.
but mostly older teens.
Older teens.
Yeah.
So this is
those that are like going for their high school musicals or
Right.
graduating and looking
Right.
for their college auditions.
Right. Which is really important because I don't know if you know the changing scene of colleges. It's really crazy now.
It's tough.
When I went to college, I mean, you just said, "Hi, I want to be a drama major. Here's $20,000," and
Not so
that
much
was
anymore.
it. You don't do that anymore. Now you pay them $50,000 a year. But you have to audition to be in their program,
Sure.
and you frequently have to audition to be placed in the program,
Yeah.
meaning that you will be in the acting company or you won't be
Right.
in the acting company. So it's become very highly competitive. So whatever edge we can give you, we're happy to do it.
Yeah.
Also, kids who want to audition for their high school musical,
Absolutely.
whatever.
Or
Yeah.
first shows here at the
Or
center.
shows here at the center. So Kevin is doing that with me, and then Kevin is also teaching teen musical theater, which kicks in October 27th, right?
Yeah, end of the month, yeah.
Yeah, and you've done that. This is the fourth time around?
This
Third?
is my fourth. Yeah.
Fourth time.
Yeah.
Very big program. Everybody likes it. And what do you do in TMT? Is what we call
It's
it.
more of a Broadway review. We do songs and dances from
Yeah.
all kinds of Broadway shows.
Yeah. And it ends in a kind of a mini production.
a mini production for friends and family.
And who's this for? What age group?
Oh, this is all teens.
All teens.
Yeah.
So like 13
13
to
through 17.
18,
Yeah,
17,
18.
whatever.
Yeah.
That's great. And not only that, in the month of October, Kids on Stage is back,
Yeah.
October the 7th. This is Lisa Lynn's.
She is.
Lisa's doing this one, Scenes and Songs from Broadway.
Yeah. So she's kind of taking the TMT version and expanding upon that and doing either a scene that is previous to the song and dance number or a scene that follows the song and dance number.
Is she doing the music with it?
Yeah.
Oh, how neat!
Yeah.
Which is a really good audition technique, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's really fabulous. And then Barbara Meltzer is teaching adult acting. That commences on October 13th. And that's during the day, Monday and Wednesday mornings.
I think this is her fourth session as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very
Yeah.
popular.
Keeps
so come
getting
see
bigger
that.
and bigger, yeah.
So, again, just so we refresh you, this is like, doing a Zen, looking at a tanka, a Tibetan painting.
That's, I'm sure, what you were all thinking.
And I'll explain that to you sometime about the Zen. All right, I'll explain to you now. So a tanka is a painting that has on it the images of all the monks who happen to be in a lamasery at the moment that the chief lama has died, and his photo is right in the middle of the tanka. So there can be like 111 paintings, and this is beautiful stuff. And what you do as a meditation device is you stare at the tanka, and you do this every day, and you review the life of each and every one of those monks. And the first time you do it probably takes you 12 hours. If you meditate on the tanka for 25 years, you should be able to stare at it and in 2 seconds do the whole review.
Wow.
That's your Zen. And then you rip up the Tonka and you get a new one. Really exciting. So I don't know why I brought that up, but here's why. Because Equivocation, October 3 through 12. Eric Hawkins, October 17 through 19. Peter Pan, opening on October 24. All these wonderful classes, adult acting, teen musical theater, kids on stage, auditioning for the theater. And if that isn't enough,
Definitely talk about Sleepy Hollow.
The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, our new play, adapted by Babette Fasolino, our Director of Education, starring center players on tour. And it's going to open here, a field trip on October 29
Yeah.
at 10 a.m., but then a special Halloween adult version,
Yeah.
a midnight show.
Midnight on Halloween.
Midnight on Halloween, and we're inviting everybody to not only come see Sleepy Hollow, but dress as your what?
Favorite character, favorite theatrical character.
Your favorite theatrical character. I'm expecting a lot of Blanche Dubois.
I'm thinking Carrie. You know, like a lot of big blood.
No, I think a lot of people are going to come as Blanche Dubois. I'm coming as Blanche Dubois. I will
that
have
I would pay
shaved.
for.
I will have shaved by then. And we have fall field trips, Equivocation. October 8th has a field trip. American Revolution, October 24. The Civil War, October 24. Kids Interactive Theater. Legend of Sleepy Hollow. And Saturday Morning Family, what do we have? Grace the Pirate, October 25th. Legend of Sleepy Hollow, November 1st.
Yeah.
Man, when do we sleep?
We don't.
Jeez.
There's no
Louise.
sleeping at the theater.
There's no sleeping in the theater. It's like there's no crying
Crying in
in baseball. There's no sleeping at the theater. So once again, Peter Pan, directed by Kevin Archambault, the Director of Public Relations, who's also teaching all these wonderful classes, who does an incredibly good job here at the center. And you call us for tickets at 845-876-3080. And you can also sign up for anything. When you call 80 or call 3088, you can get into Babette's extension, talk to her about signing up for a class, or bringing your school to see the Equivocation field trip, or any of our field trips. You can call Eileen Contrini at 876-3080. Tickets, Tuesday through Friday, noon to 5. Saturday, 1 to 5. www.centerforperformingarts.org. I'm running out of air. I'm running out of steam. I've run out of water. We have to go back to work. So we'll see you next month.
There's no business like show business like